What's up guys, today we're playing some fair Neobrand in Modern. So this is a new deck that's been floating around the Modern challenges and putting up some decent results. Whenever you're casting Allosaurus Rider for free, it's never fair, but for this deck we're not just winning the game on the spot. In previous Neobrand iterations, you could cast Allosaurus Rider, get Griselbrand, draw your whole deck, and then win with Thassa's Oracle. For this specific list, we do have to pass the turn in order to win. In other iterations, you can play Xenaghost, which pairs really well with Ghalta, so you get both of these and you can just one-shot your opponent. So when I first looked at this deck, I just thought it was like a huge mess. So let's go over the cards and talk about how we actually win with this deck. So the most important card in this deck is Allosaurus Rider. So in order to cast it, you may exile 2 green cards from your hand rather than pay its cost. So that's what we do in this deck. So what do you do once you have Allosaurus Rider out? We have 12 ways of cheating in these huge creatures. So the first and easiest way is Neoform. It's a 2-mana card that you can use to upgrade your Allosaurus Rider to either Griselbrand, Atraxa or Ghalta. So depending on what your hand and the board state looks like, it might be a tough decision on which one to pick. So with Griselbrand, pretty easy. You can refill your hand. He's an insanely huge flying blocker with lifelink. It's really hard for a lot of decks to beat. If Griselbrand can't really win you the game, maybe you want Atraxa. So Atraxa usually comes in, blows up all your opponent's lands, and then they just can't cast spells. This card's especially good against Eldrazi decks because they usually need a lot of mana to operate. Finally, if your hand is just amazing, then maybe you get Ghalta. So once Ghalta enters, you get to put all your creatures from your hand into the battlefield. So maybe you have some Atraxa stuck in hand, or Ureni, Disciple, just other creatures in hand that you just want to slop onto the battlefield. So those are your 3 choices when you Neoform Allosaurus Shepherd. So let's say you have Eldritch Evolution. So you Eldritch Evolution your Allosaurus Shepherd, and then you can just get anything. So Evolution has the ability to get any creature from your deck. So you can get the cards that we just talked about, or you can go and get Atraxa. The reason you can't get Atraxa with Neoform is because it's also 7 mana. So you can't get a 7 for 7, it has to be at least +1. Evolution's different because it says +X or less, so you can get a 9-drop or less. And then finally, we have Birthing Ritual. So Birthing Ritual is the worst of the 3 just because you can't choose what to get. But at your end step, you get to look at the top 7 of your cards, so you're probably going to find something, but sometimes you will brick. So what happens if you don't have an Allosaurus Rider in hand? That's where Summoner's Pact comes in. You can Summoner's Pact for Allosaurus Rider, get your creatures, and then hopefully you have Consign to Memory. The only way you don't die is if you consign the Pact trigger on your upkeep. And you'll definitely see a lot of that later in the video. So you have Pact for Allosaurus Rider. You can Pact for other green creatures. Maybe if you want to put Ghalta in, Pact for a creature and put that creature in. Usually you're just going to Pact for a Rider though. Consign's good to stop the trigger. It's good main deck Eldrazi hate. And it stops your opponent's triggers, which again, you'll see a lot in the video. Some cards we haven't talked about yet is Hooting Mandrills. So if you're fueling your graveyard, this can just be a 1-mana Allosaurus Rider, so you can Neoform or Evolution this just as well. And then lastly, we have Disciple of Freylis. So this is a flip land, which is nice, but it also pairs with your huge creatures. So when this enters, you can sack a creature, gain that much life, draw that many cards, and just keep popping off if you want to. It's pretty free in your base green deck. And then our last flex spot is Ureni the Song Unending. So this is a new card from the Tarkir set. It has flying and protection from white and black. So this is a pretty niche card. You're not often going to get this. In other leagues, I did get this against my energy opponent. It kills Guide, Pride. It has protection from white, so it can't be solituded. It survives most kill spells from white and black, so that's one reason why you'd want to get it. And then moving on to the sideboard, we have 3 Orm's Chant. You bring this in against control decks. You can bring this in against Titan. You usually want to cast this first, so that way your opponents can't cast spells, and then you can combo off. We have a 3rd Consign to Memory, 2 Force of Vigor for artifact and enchantments, 1 Endurance for graveyard decks, a 4th Birthing Ritual for grindy decks, 4 Veil of Summer for those control decks. This deck folds really hard to control decks. 1 counterspell and you just basically lose. So you definitely need the chance and 4 Veil of Summers in order to win. We have 1 Coma World Eater. You can get this against control decks. It's pretty much impossible for them to kill before we get to attack, and then we can just make a bunch of serpents and we just win the game like that. And then lastly, we have Colossal Sky Turtle. This is usually for its channel cost, so you can balance problematic artifacts and enchantments. So Pithing Needle can be annoying, Vexing Bauble can be annoying. It's also a really good Summoner's Pact target. So that is fair Neobrand in Modern. Before we get into the video, I want to remind you guys about becoming a YouTube channel member. You get access to a lot of cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. And lastly, we are a Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save 25% off on your first subscription, all the information is in the description below. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, welcome to match 1 on the play. And this hand is pretty terrible. We have 3 lands, 2 Birthing Rituals, but like nothing else going on for Birthing Ritual, so let's mulligan. Alright, on to 6, and do we keep this hand? We have Allosaurus Rider. We just need lands for Eldritch Evolution. Let's try it. We'll put back Ureni. Kind of a weird hand. Definitely need lands to do like anything. Good Gemstone Mine, pass. We're going to hold the Allosaurus Rider. We're just going to try to combo with it. I'm not going to actually get the beat down on early. Power Plant, Mine. Okay, so we're up against Tron. There's Neoform. So we'll just pass. Any land kind of gets us there. And they're going to have turn 3 Tron. Let's see if we can find that land. We do. Okay, cool. Get Breeding Pool, Exile, Planar Genesis, and I guess Eladamri's Call. Just in case, like, we'll keep this one. Blue, green, Neoform. Oh, you know what's funny? We could Griselbrand here, or we could just, like, Terrastodon everything. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's Terrastodon. Do we want to Terrastodon one of our own lands? I don't think so. You could argue doing that just to make, like, a creature so that way we can start getting in. But maybe we can Evolution, Allosaurus Rider. Like, maybe it's right to do that. They do get an Eldrazi Temple. Yeah, maybe we should have done that just to get the aggro on. We do draw the land, so that's nice. We can actually Evolution this, so let's do that. Let's get a Forest. Cast Evolution. I guess we just get Atraxa and refuel our hand. Oh, okay. So now let's get... We can Neoform again. Let's take Neoform, Misty. Because I'm trying to think if I want a Galta next turn with Allosaurus Rider. Take a Galta. Yeah, we only get 3 here. Alright, we'll just pass. Wow, another Temple. They had Natural Tron into double Temple hand, which is crazy. They just have Thought Knot? Oh, Fleshraker, okay. They could just do some stupid stuff with K command. We didn't draw a green card, so let's attack. We'll take one more turn off. We'll Surveil, looking for a green card. And then we can Allosaurus Rider, Neoform. Ugin's Lab. Man, their hand's insane. So they definitely have K command at the ready. It's Hedge Maze, looking for a green land. Or a green card, we find it. Play Misty. Well, Allosaurus Rider pitching these 2. We'll Neoform. Let's just get Griselbrand. We could get Ureni and kill Fleshraker. I wonder if that's worth it. We're going to be up to so much life. I don't think it's going to matter. We'll draw 7. Yeah, we just have Consign. Awesome. Let's attack. Put them down to 6. We have Beseiju also. Let's fetch. We have Beseiju and Consign. Shock and Hallowed Fountain. Then we'll just pass. See if they want to end step K command. They do get to trigger Fleshraker once, but it's not really going to matter. Actually, let's just do this. We'll replicate. So we'll counter both. And then we'll just Beseiju this now. Wow, they have no basics. Nice, dude. Main deck Beseiju and Consign to Memory is pretty gross here. Alright, so against Tron, we want Orange Chant, Consign to Memory, all this. I'm assuming this is just Eldrazi Tron, so these should be decent. What don't we want? I think Ureni's not very good. Definitely want these 2. Hoodoo Mandrill's out. Let's bring those 2 in at least. I think Orange Chant, I don't know, do we need Orange Chant? Like, this is good at, like, time walking them, but we're not up against a combo deck. Like, Terrastodon's already amazing. Let's just try these 2. And then if we want to add more, we will post board. Alright, this is another 1-lander with nothing going on, so we're going to mulligan. We're definitely going to keep this. We have Consign, Birthing Ritual, Allosaurus Rider. We'll keep, and I think we're putting back a land. Let's put back Misty, I think. Say done. I think we're going to lead off on a Hedge Maze. They start with Devour. Go Hedge Maze into Breeding Pool, Birthing Ritual, maybe draw a green card for Allosaurus Rider, and then we can do this thing. And also hold up Consign. Disciple. That is a green card. Let's just start with the tap land. Eladamri's Call is another green card, but we don't have the white mana. That's one reason to keep the fetch land for Hallowed Fountain, but we don't really need this. Green card would be this and that now. Yeah, maybe Evolution and Fraley's, but then we're tapping out of Consign. I'm going to graveyard it. I think we could find another green card if we truly need it. This is Fleshraker. Turn 2 Fleshraker. Draw Atraxa. They do tap out at least, so let's chalk that in. Cast the Birthing Ritual. Exile these 2. Move to end step. Trigger Birthing Ritual. Sacrifice Allosaurus Rider. Put in Griselbrand. Draw 7 now. I don't know if they have anything to interact with that. Probably not, so now we have to discard, but it's okay. We have double Consign to Memory, which is nice for later. And we can just clean up with Atraxas. That's totally fine. We have the Power Plant. It looks like they have K command, which is fine. We have double blue for Consign to Memory. Get in for 7. Let's Windswept Heath. I'm just going to crack it now so that way we don't draw a land. We'll get the white source. I mean, do we want to try to do something here? I think we can draw 7. Looking for Allosaurus Rider. Wow, we don't find it. We draw the Pact for it, but then we'd have to consign our own Pact trigger. I don't really want to tap out of double Consign to Memory. I guess we just force this issue. We know they don't have a basic to get. So they will K command in response here, and then we'll just Consign to Memory. Consign this. I'm not going to replicate. Yeah, and they just scoop. They can't beat that. 2 very convincing games for this deck. Match 2 on the play. So we have Summoner's Pact. We have Neoform. We don't really have many green cards. This is a very land-heavy hand also. Let's throw it back. This one's also kind of rough. Again, we have the Pact, but no Consign. Try one more. Okay, cool. We have at least one land, one Allosaurus Rider, and one Neoform. We're gonna keep, put back Atraxa and Pact, and we'll just surveil turn 1 looking for another land. Oh no, it's a blue deck. Please don't be Thoughtseize. Oh man. Alright, so this is kind of like an auto loss for this deck. It's not a surprise. They have counters, they have hand disruption, they take the Neoform. So now we're looking for a land and Neoform. Get Hedge Maze, Griselbrand. Such a terrible draw too. Into the graveyard. We drew the land also. Guess we'll play the Beseiju. Damn, we had it. We'll just pass. Island, Preordain. Yeah, mulliganing to 5 and we're up against control. It's going to be pretty impossible to win. Gemstone Mine. Alright, I think we just pass. So you could run Allosaurus Rider out, then we have nothing in hand. We could Eladamri's Call. We have to just like kind of bide our time here. But obviously we don't have any time because they have Tameo. They attack in, make a clue. Preordain. Like maybe we get Hooting Mandrills. That could be a thing. They bottom both. Let's see, well, Eladamri's. See if they want to counter this or not. They shouldn't. Get Hooting Mandrills. We do find the Eldrazi Evolution. Alright, let's just go for it. They bottomed both in Preordain, so they were definitely looking for something. They should let this resolve and then counter the Evolution. Okay, they just counter the Allosaurus Rider. Alright, we'll pass. Get in with Tameo. Play this tapped and pass. We could concede just because like the chances of winning are very, very slim, and we can kind of just save our time here. I don't mind playing a little bit more out. So they're Grixis. Okay. Like we'll take some draw steps. They should be trying to like flip Tameo here, I'd think. They have Ninjutsu. They have the Kaito. So in this matchup, we want Veil of Summer, we want Orange Chant, we want Coma. Consign can come out. I think Pact comes out. Bring this in. Ureni can come out. I think Birthing Ritual can come in. They got maybe like one Atraxa, one Evolution maybe. I'll try that. All right, on the play. See if we can actually keep a 7. It's a pretty bad 7. We have the Neoform. We don't have Allosaurus Shepherd. We have lands to find it. We have Orange Chant. We don't really want to mulligan too hard against hand disruption. I think we keep it. We have at least one part of the combo. We can surveil a bunch. I'm fine with this. I think this is one of those matchups where you don't need to mulligan too hard. Yeah, so here's like a Thoughtseize. And if you mulligan too hard for the combo, they just take the one piece like they did last time and you just auto lose. Let's see if they take Neoform or Orange Chant. Neoform. So let's surveil. A land to the yard. Planar Genesis. It's not bad. You could argue shocking in the Freylease because we want to surveil. Or because we want to cast Planar Genesis. I'm still going to surveil here. Get our colors and like it's fine. Another land to the yard. Gemstone Mine. Alright, we'll play it. And we're going to do this end of their turn, or if they tap out for something. They get a Thundering Falls to surveil with. And they keep it on top. We need like a lot here. So let's Planar Genesis. We do have Hooting Mandrills next turn as well. So like, it's something that they have to deal with. Oh, we found the Allosaurus Rider. I'll take that. Find a Misty. So we're just going to cast the Hooting Mandrills, I guess. Maybe save this for the combo. If they want to counter this. They do. Okay. So that's one counter spell down. They need a bunch more because they need to counter Orange Chant if they don't want to lose. Snapcaster Mage. They are going to Thoughtseize us. This is definitely one of the harder matchups. Alright, they Thoughtseize us. Probably going to take, I don't know, one of these. I would assume Allosaurus Rider because they're most afraid of it, but... Oh, they take Orange Chant. So they're tapped out, but they probably have Force or something. Or maybe they're just not afraid. Get Breeding Pool, tapped. I mean, let's just go for it, huh? Cast Allosaurus Rider. See if they have the Force. Alright, so we cast Eldrazi Evolution. It resolved. Now we're trying to figure out what to get. We can get Coma, which is just like unkillable. Atraxa refuels our hand, but they can kill it. Let's get Coma. I think Coma just being Ward 4, Trample, makes just a bunch of dudes. I feel like this is correct. You guys let me know if you'd get anything different. I just can't believe they didn't have the Force negation after they tapped out. Yeah, and they just concede. They thought about it for a little bit, but they can't beat this. Wow, I can't believe we stole a game from Control. That's pretty impressive, I'd say. I think we just run it back. I kind of want Endurance just because they're a Snapcaster deck. Like if we're on the fair plan, this helps. I think like Terastodon's not very good here either. Let's try that. All right, game 3 on the draw. And this is a one-lander that we can surveil with, but we have the combo otherwise, so let's keep. We do have double Atraxa and Griselbrand in hand, so what we're going to get with Allosaurus Rider isn't going to be Griselbrand. But I feel like we can't throw this back. It's too good. Wow, no turn 1 Thoughtseize. Find the Hedge Maze. That's nice. So we'll surveil. I would take another Allosaurus Shepherd. We're going to bin the land. Bloodstained Mire, pass. Veil of Summer. Ooh. Well, now I kind of wish I had the land. Let's just play out Birthing Ritual as like bait. Cast Birthing Ritual. See if they want to counter this. Because this is basically like Neoform copies like 8 to 12. So now we want to land so that way we can Veil of Summer. Because we could go for it with Birthing Ritual, but now we're tapped out. Bowmasters, okay. So Griselbrand's definitely not good here. Delta. Any land, any green land would be good. Eladamri's Call. That is a green land. It's a green land, but it's also another Allosaurus Rider. So do we get the green land or just the other Allosaurus Rider? 1, 2, 3. So let's say we have 2 Allosaurus Rider. We'd go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Yeah, let's just use this for another Shepherd, another Rider. And then maybe we can draw the land also. They've been a stock up. Preordain. I almost want them to burn a Thoughtseize on us. Wow, they tap land. Interesting. To get him for 2. We will Eladamri's Call here. I don't know, like, do we get that land? But then we should have done it, like, first, right? So again, we can get the land, we can bolt in the land, and then hold up Veil for Counterspell. Or we just double Rider. Let's get Rider. Draw the land anyway. That's really good. Rider, pitching, double Atraxa. Cast Veil. They can't target us, so they have to target their army. We could even, like, Neoform and then Birthing Ritual. I kind of like that. So let's go blue, green, cast Neoform. Oh, get Galta. Put these into play. Oh my god, and they just scoop. We beat Control. Okay, man, cool. Match 3 on the play. So we have Neoform and we have Eladamri's Call for Allosaurus Shepherd, so I think we can try this. It's going to be a turn 3, but it's like fine, I think. I'm not sure if you'd throw this back for a quicker combo, but turn 3 is pretty decent. So we'll start with a Misty and pass. They also have a Misty. So we'll just get a Hedge Maze. Surveil, Disciple. Let's keep that on top as just a green card to pitch. We could draw like another one at some point, but play Misty. We'll pass, and then once they go to fetch, I think we Eladamri's Call. Do we just go for it? Yeah, let's just go for it. Get a Hallowed Fountain. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna do this now. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm acting like we actually have something to combo off with. For some reason, I was thinking we had the Allosaurus Shepherd in hand and then did whatever. All right, looks like they have Hedge Maze. I wonder if this is the mirror. Yeah, I totally like overthought that and was assuming we could go off that turn. Would not surprise me if this is the mirror. So our initial thought was to do this end of turn or when they crack their fetch, which was initially the right thing to do. They've been Neoform, so this is the mirror. So if they have Allosaurus Shepherd already, then they already have a Neoform probably. Oh, they just pass. We draw another Neoform. So I guess we've been Disciple and Neoform? Cast Neoform. Get Trastodon. Blow up their lands. Blow up ours too. Play this tapped. Alright, they do play another land. They're not out of it yet. We're not out of it yet. So we get to attack with both. And then we'll Birthing Ritual Trastodon. Cast Birthing Ritual. They fetch. Probably get a Surveil land. They get the Archive. They put Genesis into the yard. Trigger Birthing Ritual. We find Atraxa. Sack here, get Atraxa. ETB. Consign. Allosaurus. Birthing Ritual. Misty. Now we'll pass and see if they have something. We would love to hold up the Consign to stop any of their triggers. They do have the second land. They might just have it. Hooting Mandrills, okay. Best case scenario. And they just pass. Alright, that's fantastic for us. They don't have it. So now we get to hold up Consign. Another Summoner's Pact. Let's get rid of those. Cast Shepherd. Play Misty. Attack with Atraxa. This does block the elephant, so we can't really get in with that. We'll fetch. Get a Forest. Play the other Birthing Ritual out. I think this is fine. We're only going to hold up one Consign. The only thing would be to get Griselbrand and draw and hold up 2 Consigns. There's Griselbrand. There's another Atraxa. Can just get the second Atraxa, fill up our hand again. Take Disciple, Eldritch Evolution, land, Summoner's Pact, and just pass. So they're dead next turn if they don't draw what they need. And we do have the Consign to stop the trigger. They fetch. Do they have Eldritch Evolution on Hooting Mandrills, probably? But even if they do, they're still dead in the air. Okay, they do have this. So let's see what they get. We just consign to memory this, and then they lose. So that happens. We consign that trigger. They don't get to put everything in, and then they concede. All right, so they just had Eldritch Evolution in hand, so blowing up those lands really helped. In the mirror, what do we want in the mirror? Definitely want that consign. Probably just like more ritual stuff. They're not going to really stop us from comboing off. We probably don't need Ureni, but Seiju can kill Birthing Ritual. Just trying to think if we need... Maybe Sky Turtle could be good to bounce one of their big creatures for only 2 mana. Take out 2 Planar Genesis. Maybe that's too slow. I'll try that. So this is a 1-lander, but we have Eladamri's Call. I think we got to throw this back. If we had Neoform, I'd consider keeping it, but because we have Eldritch Evolution, we need 2 more lands. I'm gonna throw it back. All right, this is a little worse. We have the lands now. We have the EE and all this, but now we don't have the Allosaurus Shepherd. Let's try 5. The 7 was probably fine. All right, we'll keep this. Put back Atraxa and... Do we want the Atraxa in hand? I don't think so. Like, you could keep the Atraxa in hand in case you draw the Galta, but we have Surveil on turn 1, Eladamri's Call on turn 2. We'll see if they just have it, turn 2. You also want to be mulliganing for those consigns. Definitely not the worst. Galta. We'll Surveil. Eladamri's Call. We don't need that. Gemstone Mine. Summoner's Pact. Alright, so we'll sit back and enjoy the show. They go get Allosaurus Rider. Yeah, I mean, maybe keeping that first hand could be correct if we want to bank on getting the land. We also have to draw the consign too, so it's kind of hard to say. They Neoform for Galta. What creatures do they have in their hand? Xenagos. Okay. And checks out. So we're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Wow, they had a really nice hand. Galta and Xenagos in hand. All right, let's run it back on the play. On the play, we have double Allosaurus Rider, but no way to Neoform it. I think we got them all. This is a 1-lander with no way of getting it. Let's go to 5. We will keep this. Put back Galta. And I guess Eldritch Evolution. Play this tapped. This is going to be maybe too slow, turn 3. They kept 7 again, so that's kind of unfortunate. I just go Misty Go. Oh, I thought we drew it for a second. Gemstone Mine. We'll just pass. So we gotta hope they don't have it. But if they're keeping 7, they most likely have it. They Surveil. And they keep it on top, which means they 100% have it. They cast Summoner's Pact for Disciple of Freyles. For a land, okay. So they packed for a land, which means they have the Allosaurus and the Neoform all wrapped up. Another pact. Man, I wish we had something to stop this. It'd be so funny. For Xenagos. Do they just have the Galta again? I guess they can just get the Galta. Yeah. Yeah, we can't do anything about this. They have Galta, they get Xenagos, and they just do this thing again. Alright, I mean, I guess if we're gonna lose, we're just gonna lose to the mirror, so... It is what it is, right? We had it game 1, and then they have it game 2 and 3, unfortunately. They skipped through their attack phase. Is there a chance? They pacted our Eladamri's Call. Interesting. Alright, we'll just pass. They have 2 packs to pay for. Did they just lose? They have 3 packs to pay for? Oh my god, they have Angel's Grace? That's crazy. That's so funny. Alright, now they get in. A little bit unfortunate there, but it's gonna happen. Match 4 on the play. We have the Summoner's Pact, but we don't have any Neoform or anything like that, so we're gonna mull. We have the Birthing Ritual and the Allosaurus Rider, so we will keep this. Put back Griselbrand. Leyline of the Guild Pact. So now we have to dodge a Stubborn Denial. Hopefully they just like tap out for something. They do not. They could also have Leyline Binding, I guess, which is annoying. This is going to be a really hard matchup. Hedge Maze. Consign. Do we want the Consign? Yeah, let's keep the Consign. What sucks is that we are going to tap out for all this, which Consign could stop the Leyline. Oh, never mind. I thought this was end step. They Elven Farsight. So now they don't have the Leyline Binding, at least right now. Disciple of Freyles. Alright, so let's get a Hallowed Fountain. Cast Birthing Ritual. Play Allosaurus. Trigger Birthing Ritual. Ooh, do we want Griselbrand or Atraxa? Let's take Atraxa. We can just get a bunch of stuff here. Allosaurus, Neoform, Misty, and we'll pass. So again, this dies to Leyline Binding. So that's one reason to maybe get Griselbrand is because you can draw 7 instead of like 4, but this is just like a really good body. Scion. So like, I don't know, should we be getting Griselbrand there? Maybe. So let's get Griselbrand now, I guess. Let's attack first. This is also really nice against Scion here. I mean, we could Planar Genesis. I don't know what we'd be looking for, I guess. Another Allosaurus Shepherd, maybe? Let's just trigger Birthing Ritual. Wow, really bad hits, but we'll sack here and just get another Atraxa. We don't really want, let's see, we want Allosaurus Rider. We don't want these. We would just want to like find these with Birthing Ritual. And a land. Wow, only 2 hits. All right, we'll just pass. We can hold up Consign for Leyline Binding and then just kind of eventually get there like that. They Surveil. They Surveil at upkeep too, that's interesting. I guess they have a bunch of lands, yeah. Another Scion. So now they can actually double block here. Oh wait, why didn't we counter this? My bad. Oh man, I was just so impressed that they have another Scion. Oh, there we go. Oh no, I'm so bad. Ah, wait, no. I thought Boseiju went to my, I clicked and, that's my bad. So I accidentally clicked Boseiju and it went to the battlefield instead of my hand. That is embarrassing. Neoform. Oh man, that's brutal. Definitely did not mean to do that. Play Misty. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. Surveil. Land to the yard. So let's just Neoform Atraxa. Let's get Trastodon. Go 1, 2, 3. Blow up other lands. And then we'll Birthing Ritual. I think we only found Galta, yeah. Put Allosaurus in there. And they just concede to that. Okay. Man, yeah, we kind of messed up there. We clicked a little too quickly, but it's fine, it's fine. All right, so against Domain, we want Force of Vigor, Boseiju. Consign's actually really good against them, too. It stops the Leyline triggers, it stops Draco. Ureni could be really good if they have Leyline out, but probably not. So we definitely want these 3. Take out the Forest, even though it might save some life here. Could probably bring in Sky Turtle, too, maybe. 2 lands. We have Neoform, we have Summoner's Pact. Let's try it. We could always find Shepherd. We can always Pact for it. We just don't want to die. We brought in more Consign, so I'm less afraid. They just go Misty Go. They don't have any Leyline, which is nice. Start with a Surveil land. Land? Kind of want this land because we can hold up Boseiju as a spell. Let's do it. It's not a Shepherd, but it's fine. They get a tapped Hallowed Fountain. And they shock in a Garden. Draw the Hallowed Fountain. I'm trying to think what they could have here. They could have Consign or that one counterspell. Let's just... I'm actually just going to play it safe. I'm just going to play out Birthing Ritual. Oh, wow. Never mind. They're F6. Do we go for it? Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Get Allosaurus Rider. Oh, actually, no. This probably isn't the best thing because it could brick. I'm thinking like we have... Oh, no. That was dumb. All right, whatever. So now we have to actually hit Griselbrand. For some reason, I was thinking, no, we miss. Oh, we miss hard, actually. I totally messed that up. Oh, no. I was thinking that we had the guaranteed Griselbrand for the... Oh, no, now we have to draw exactly Consign, and we already binned 2 Consigns. That's my bad. Yeah, we just lose. Okay. Let's bring in Sky Turtle. Definitely threw that game away. Alright, we're gonna keep this. We have Allosaurus and EE. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking that we had the guaranteed Griselbrand, but that was with Neoform and not with Birthing Ritual. Let's go Misty Pass. We'll take our time this time. We have double planar to find some good stuff. If we hit though, that would have been sick. Get Hedge Maze. Boseiju. I'll say no. We have 2 more in the deck. Consign, pretty good. We'll play this and pass. If they go Draco, do we counter it? I kind of don't really care about Scion. Well, they're not going to do it because their lands don't... Oh, it's the mirror. What? I thought this was something else. Wow. All right, so we lost... Okay. Oh, no. So it is, again, another mirror that we're just going to at least consign this trigger. Oh, that's funny. We saw Scion. We assumed it was, what's it called? But Scion with all this stuff. So we'll get Archive. Land bottom. So funny. We draw Illidomri's Call. So let's bolt this in. We're over here playing super safe, thinking they have something, and it's just the mirror, or pseudo mirror. They have 2 cards in hand. Guess we'll just get Griselbrand, draw 7, put Allosaurus in play, just so that we don't have to discard, and we'll pass. So hopefully that was like their big hurrah, and they have nothing else. They play a land. We do have to block. So I guess getting Griselbrand means this all dies. Do we want to draw? We can't draw. We go to 9. Oh, I guess maybe we could have drawn. We have the Birthing Ritual, it's okay. Famous last words. Yeah, we're playing this horribly. Maybe we could put like a Galta in play or something. Let's get a Breeding Pool. Cast Planar Genesis. None of these do anything. Guess we'll just ramp, and then we will cast Birthing Ritual. Damn. Attack for 6. Guess we need like an Atraxa or something. There it is, okay. Get Atraxa. 1 hit. 1 out of all of that. Alright, good hits here. Decent hits. Land. Evolution. Consign. Do that. Alright, so we're good with that, I guess. This is just kind of weird. We're tapped out, so now we don't have Consign up. Oh, this is like the Chancellor Guild Pact version. Okay. So they have to attack. We block. Stay at 7. They Boseiju Birthing Ritual. Okay, that's totally fine because we have Evolution. We draw the Sky Turtle. I don't think there's anything we can get with this. We boarded out the Forest, I think, right? We kind of want to keep these. Could we return something to hand? There's nothing we like can actually bring back and then put on the field without Galta. So let's just do this. Evolution here. Okay, they just conceded that. Whew. Okay. Definitely like a thinker for whatever reason, but the mirror just threw me off there. All right, welcome to the final match, and I think we're going to try this hand. We have Allosaurus Rider. We don't have any type of Eldritch Evolution or Neoform, but we have Surveillance, and we haven't really tried this type of hand yet, so let's try it. Usually we mulligan until we have both pieces of the combo. Eldrazi Temple, but like maybe that should still be the play, especially against Broodscale when they can also win on turn 3. Especially with this start, we draw Galta. So we're looking for Neoform or Evolution, not another land. So hopefully they don't just like have it. Wow, another Temple. At least we know they don't have Broodscale yet. 2 mana. Spellskite. Interesting, okay. Main deck Spellskite. Ooh, Terastodon, okay. So this is looking like it's going to be maybe a Galta hand, but we already have 2 in play. So we're just going to pass. Again, we have Birthing Ritual we can hit. We have a lot of hits. Hopefully this isn't Thought-Knots here. Okay, Fleshraker. Not the worst. It's not a combo hand. They just pass. All right. I have a couple looks here. Surveil. Another land to the yard. Ooh. All right, we're bricking. We could play out one as just like a blocker. Let's play this tapped. Yeah, why not? We'll just play one out. Now the jig's up. They know what we're on. They can't K-command this, so this is just going to be kind of like a wall for now. And the reason to play this out, too, before we drew the other one, was just so it can't get Thought Seized if they have like a Thought-Knots here or something. Looks like they have another Fleshraker. We would love to find Eldritch Evolution to get Terastodon. So they main phase K-command, get a bunch of triggers here. Then we're going to make spawn for more triggers. We're only going to have like 1 or 2 more turns, down to 16. They bottom both Soul Guide Lantern, so that's pretty neutral. We don't care about our graveyard. They play Cavern. See if they want to like equip Blade and attack. They're casting more stuff. 4 mana. Another K-command. Let's see what they do with these scries. Bottom again. Slowly getting pinged away. Oh, they're casting more stuff. Please don't be another Fleshraker. Is it another K-command? 3rd K-command in a row. And these are all top decks too, I'm pretty sure, because they've been bottoming everything. 3 in a row. Okay, down to 10. That's gross. We're not even doing anything gross like that yet. They draw a card with Soul Guide. Alright, they finally pass. Ooh, we draw Summoner's Pact. Still not good enough. I'm just gonna play another Allosaurus Rider out. We'll attack. We just desperately need something. We're a quarter of the way through the deck. We'll just F6 and see. Kinda think it's crazy they wasted, and I'm gonna say waste. I think it's crazy they wasted 2 K commands casting X equals 1. Like they could have untapped and just kinda went nuts. So let's see what they do. Tell me they have the 4th K command. I'll lose it. They had the 4th K command. I can't believe that. That's crazy. So we're just going to chump with Allosaurus Rider. They scry draw again. 1 top, 2 bottom. Keen Sense. See what else they have. Or they're just trying to pump it. They do have something else. Another Spellskite. So now they get to draw a card every time they ping us. Yeah, they're just going to ping us to death. We just bricked. Again, there's a fail rate with this deck, and we hit it. Alright, they attack. Does that mean we're not dead? We have to be dead, right? They have 4 cards in hand, 2 mana. They bobble us. I guess we're not dead. We have 1 turn. Let's see. It's Eldritch Evolution! Let's see if we can still not lose here. Put Galta into play. This is where I wish we had the Xenagos combo. Trigger, put both of these in play. We'll get rid of... We're still going to get pinged out, which is annoying, so... 1, 2, 3. I think we just lose anyway, which sucks, because we're at such a low life total. We'll play it out, though. We'll get Neoform, we'll get all this. And this doesn't matter because the Fleshraker's still here and we can't kill it. So I'll put Allosaurus, and then we'll pass. That's funny we finally top decked it, but I don't think it's not going to matter because they're going to ping us a few times. Unless they have absolutely nothing. They have a land, so they have 4 mana. They have plenty to ping us. Another Keen Sense. Yeah, they have the spawn. Rumble. Finds a Springleaf Drum, so that's neutral also. They also get to draw 2 cards. Yeah, there's like 0 chance they brick with drawing 2 cards every time. Now they get to cast Springleaf Drum with the last spawn. Or with the 1 spawn, make another spawn, draw another card. So we have to hope that somehow they brick. They also have 3 mana. Yeah, okay. Alright, so against this deck, we want Boseiju, Consign. What don't we want? Urani's not that good here. We want Boseiju, Consign. Take out the Forest. Bring in the Birthing Ritual for... We bring in Birthing Ritual. Take out 1 Atraxa. And try that. Yeah, so we have the 2 Force of Vigor. Because it still is Broodscale combo, I'm pretty sure, just with the stupid little... Keen Sense thing, that's probably worse off. Alright, on the play for game 2. And we're going to keep this. We have Allosaurus Rider, we have Evolution, and Ritual. So if we draw any green cards, we can just pitch them and keep these 2. We'll just lead off on a Surveil land. Cavern. I'm assuming they're going to play Blade here. Vexing Bauble. Oh man, okay. So we definitely need Boseiju for this. The fact that they just had that and didn't have to Saga for it's pretty annoying. So now we have to find Boseiju. Or Force of Vigor. There's Boseiju. Good for us. Shock that in. Play a Birthing Ritual. We don't have to Boseiju this right this second. Could argue doing it so they can't crack it to draw a card, but I think they're not going to hold up mana. This is usually just like a 1 of, so we shouldn't have to worry about more than 1 tap land. I guess they can crack it now. Eladamri's Call. Alright, I guess we'll do this. They get to crack it and draw a card. Oh, they choose not to. They want the land instead. Play Allosaurus Rider. I guess they could have Dismember. Because of the way we're doing this. Please don't have Dismember. Nice, okay. So again, Atraxa or Griselbrand? Take Griselbrand. Let's just draw 7 now. Looking for Consign. We don't find it. Pitch Misty. Ancient Stirrings. I mean, they're still playing it, so they don't think they've lost yet. They find the Broodscale. Ancient Stirrings again. So we have a lot of looks at Consigns and Force of Vigors. Urza's Saga. They do play that. It's tempting to draw 7 more and pitch Force to this. That's fine. Draw a land. Let's attack first. We connect. Draw 7. No Force of Vigor. There's one Galta. We really don't have like any creatures in hand either, because I was going to say we could Galta for some stuff. Do we draw 7 more? Let's just put everything in play here. This. Just put all the riders in play, so that way we don't have to discard as much. We could just Neoform. Let's see if we want to... Let's just Neoform here. Or Neoform doesn't work, does it? Alright, we have Galta. So do we Terastodon all their lands, or do we just Galta put in 1, 2, 3? That's not very impressive. If we would have searched for something maybe. Freylease can make us sack. Let's just do Terastodon. So they can't cast their spells, they can't pop off. Then we'll sacrifice these, put another Allosaurus Rider in, play this tapped. I guess we'll put in Galta, and then we can put in Disciple. Alright, so when this enters, we could sack one of these to gain a bunch of life. So that way we can draw with Griselbrand and maybe draw like Consign if we need that. We'll say no. So if they can manage to beat this, I would be very impressed. And they concede. Nice. It was tempting to bring in Sky Turtle just for the bounce. But we know that they have... What's it called? So maybe we do want that they have Vexing Bauble. Let's try that. Alright, we have to win on the draw. We do have Summoner's Pact, Birthing Ritual. I guess we try this. Keep. If this was the combo deck, we just win on the spot. So again, Xenagos would probably be a pretty good addition here. They have the Urza Saga. Kind of wish we had the Force of Vigor. Especially if they would go this into, oh man, Force of Vigor here would just be like lights out. Another Evolution. Let's Surveil. Atraxa, no. So we do have to go for it before Urza Saga pops, because then they'll get Vexing Bubble when we can't. And they also just win next turn by like attacking in, if they get the spawn and all that. So they're tapped out. We draw Neoform. Play Gemstone, cast Summoner's Pact, get Allosaurus Rider. Get rid of Neoform and Evolution. Go blue, green, Neoform. We have to go get Griselbrand, unfortunately. If we didn't pact for it, we'd get something else. We'd just get Terastodon and just wreck their life. But we have to get Griselbrand looking for Consign now. So we'll draw 7. They could also Needle, so it's important to draw this now. Oh my god, we bricked hard. So let's see. Actually, upkeep. That's actually fine because we have Force of Vigor. And we can always draw in response to some things, but we're still going to have to draw Consign within the next discard Birthing Ritual, land, pitch Birthing Ritual. So we have to find it in the next 7 or we're screwed. Actually, I guess let's just look. No, we didn't find it. That sucks. We took a risk, did not pay off. Damn, we have 3 Consigns too, and none in the top half of our deck. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, and we just lose to the pack trigger. Alright, so that was some fair Neobrand in Modern. So first off, this deck is just insane. This deck definitely has a lot of potential, especially if you have your good draws. And good draws don't even have to be amazing. You just need Allosaurus Rider and one of the many ways to trigger it. I think this was a really good league to show that you can win on turn 2, you can keep decent hands, hoping to surveil into some things, or you can cast packs and just brick. But overall, I'd say this is a really fun and potentially powerful deck. I definitely do want to add the Xenagos combo into here, with Xenagos triggering Galta, and then you can just one-shot your opponent. One of the downsides is you cast your stuff and then you have to pass, which can be awkward. But overall, I'd say the deck is pretty cool. The sideboard could maybe use some work. I do like the Veils and Orm's Chance, especially against control decks. We love the Coma. I really like Terastodon. Terastodon was huge against all the Eldrazi decks. Even against the other decks, just destroying all their lands was perfect. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more Modern content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.